Hi Reddy, hope you're well. I hope you can hear me over this wind today. It is a bit windy out here. Anyway, after the last couple of trips away, I've noticed that our hitch is getting noisier and noisier. It's groaning, it's creaking, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. And that is despite me cleaning the tow ball every single trip, cleaning inside the hitch as well, and giving everything a really good clean. I did notice that when I cleaned out the hitch using some brake cleaner, it did come out a little bit mucky, so I've given everything a really good clean, so it's now spotless. But that has not stopped the creaking. Our tow ball is telling a very interesting story. This is our tow ball, and I hope you can see just how shiny that is. So much so, in fact, you can see quite clearly there's a line just there between the shiny and the grey hazy look to it. And that's telling me that this is glazing over our friction pads. So today we're going to deglaze our friction pads. I haven't seen the state of them yet, they're still in the hitch, but we need to take them out and I'm going to need to show you exactly how they're looking. So just in context, this is how our tow ball looks at the beginning of every trip. I clean it, as you can see I use a brake disc cleaner, I use a scotch pad as well to give it a really good clean, and then I do wipe it over as well to remove any contamination. And then this is how the tow ball is looking after every trip. Now this is just after 100 miles from our recent trip away, and as you can see here, it's really, really shiny. And if you want to know what the creaking sounds like, let me go and put this into our hitch, and hopefully you'll be able to hear exactly what's happening. So let's put the tow ball in, like so, close the clamp down, like so. Okay, so I've done this before, and I've shown you a previous video of how to get them out. It's very simple, just remove the dust cover and then push something in here to push them out. Okay, so I've got the friction pads out now, and it picked a very interesting picture actually. This is the first one. You can see there's a lot of meat left on that. It's got very little wear on it at all. But as you can see, the dish part here is really heavily glazed. I hope you can see that. So that's number one, that's quite badly glazed. Let me show you number two. It paints exactly the same picture, as you can see. Not much wear on them, but very heavily glazed. So, I'm going to clean these up. So the tools of choice here are some 320 wet and dry, which I'm going to use, some brake disc cleaner, and also a drill. This one here as well. Now I've seen plenty of other people using drills to clean them up, and I thought, well, I'll jump on the bandwagon and give it a go myself. I don't want to particularly change the profile here, I just want to literally take that glazing off. So I'm not going to be pressing too hard. I've got 320 grit here, as I've already said, and I just want to take that glazing off of there, and then I'll give it a really good clean. There we go, that's all it needs. Okay, so here we go. This is the before and the after shot. I hope you can see that. Now I don't think I've changed the profile of that too much, but it does rub down quite easily. So it would be quite easy to keep going and then completely flatten off and change the profile of that pad. But as you can see, one is a lot shinier than the other. So let me carry on and do this one, and then I'm going to give them a really good cleaning with just some brake disc cleaner. And this is what I can use to clean our tow ball with every time we head off. Okay, right, let's put these back into the hitch and see if we've got that squeak still. In the first one, and then in with the second one. Okay, so I've just given the tow ball a quick clean as well, and let's give it a go. Let's put that back in there, like so. Close our pads in, and as you can hear, there's no squeak. Right, so there we go, a very easy job to do, something you can actually do on site, because probably you'll have a leg winder with you, you'll probably have some cleaner with you from the tow ball, and all you need is probably just some 300 or 400 grit paper, and you're away. The ultimate test though will be when we head off next weekend, and I'll report back if that fix had worked. If it hasn't worked, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to buy some new friction pads, put those in there, and give the tow ball a really good clean as well. The perfect idea on a tow ball is not that it's super shiny, but there's like a dull metal colour to it. That way there's a key on the metal surface that the friction pads can work against and obviously build up a lot of friction. I'll put a link to degreasers in the description down below. I'll put a link to replacement friction pads as well, everything that you need to do that, and also the pack of wet and dries which I use for this and other tasks around the van. So I'll put all that in the description down below, and hopefully that will save you with those annoying creaks going down the road. Right, that's it for me today. Thanks for watching everybody. Take care. Please do hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon, and if you can do all that, I'll see you next time. Thanks everybody, take care, bye bye.